Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that bit of glare there, shadowing I mean. I've come on today because I'm making a card, a fun fold card. It's not my idea at all, it's Sam Hammond Donald's idea, Pooh's Paper Crafts. She did this beautiful card and I absolutely loved it. I hate making cards, I don't really think I'm that good at it, but this card really inspired me to give it a go. She does do it on her YouTube channel in centimetres, so she doesn't actually tell you it in inches, which is what I work in. So I just looked at what she'd done and went ahead and made mine in inches. So I thought I'd come on and just share for anybody that is interested in doing it in inches. It's a lovely, lovely card. I've made it in a Christmas one. And it's kind of like a little story that you build up. So you've got two like inserts and then you write your message on the back, and it's just lovely. It stands up like that, so it'll look beautiful on your mantelpiece or anything like that, and it folds flat and fits in a regular envelope. I have popped that up on dimensionals, but you could just keep that flat. I've also went ahead and made the envelope, which is what we're going to do today, and then that just folds lovely. And then I did another one using the Be Happy paper. I made this one and I've put some foil behind it, and then I've just gone ahead and just popped a few sentiments in there and then a message to write on the back. So that one is slightly smaller in length. I was just having a play. So again, it will stand up really nice. So I'm going to use this paper again and do another one. I'm going to go through the measurements. So grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea because there are a lot. And there are a lot of pieces, so I've gone ahead and already prepped some of the pieces. So that's what we're going to do. So for your envelope, I've just got a piece of the Be Happy paper and it measures 9¼ inches by 9¼ inches. I'm using the envelope punch board for this, so it does tell you the sizes that you need for your envelope. So that's what you're going to need. If you don't want to make the envelope, that's fine. Don't write that size down. Then for your card blank, I'm just using black cardstock and it's going to measure 9 inches by 6 inches, and then you're going to score that in half at 4½ inches. And then for the inside cover piece, you need a piece that measures 5 7/8 of an inch by 11 3/4 inches. And then for your inside flap panels, I've cut a piece that measures 3 3/4 inches by 5¼ inches, and you're going to need 2 of them, and then you'll need 4 mats. So I've just taken them down 1/8 of an inch, and you want 4 mats, and these are going to measure 3 5/8 by 5 1/8, and again you will need 4 of those. Then for the front cover, Sam did just put a plain piece on, but I thought I'd sparkle it up a little bit and add on a piece of gold foil card. So that gold foil piece is going to measure 5 7/8 of an inch by 4 3/8 of an inch. And then the layering piece for that will measure 4 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches, and they'll layer up for the top. Whew, that's a lot of talking. For the top pieces, your sentiment pieces, it's really going to depend on what stamp you're using. I've just measured my pieces randomly to go with whatever stamp set I'm going to use. So I've decided to use die cuts for the front, and I've cut these out in gold foil, so I'm going to lay those on, and this is like the size piece that I needed. And then I've got a couple of these wooden embellishments from the coordinating set, and I'm going to attach them like that. I will give you the measurements if you want the measurements for my pieces, but like I said, it does depend on what stamp set you're using. So for the first layer, it's 3 1/8 of an inch by 3 3/8 of an inch. And then for your stamping piece, it's 3 inches by 3 1/4 inches. That's the top. Then I've got the back piece for your message, that's going to be 2 5/8 of an inch by 4 5/8 of an inch, and then your stamping piece will be 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Then I've got another stamping piece, and for the outside piece it will be 3 1/8 by 2 3/8, and for the stamping layer it will be 3 by 2 1/4. And then I've already gone ahead here and just made one up. That measures 1 5/8 by 2 3/8, and then your stamping layer will be 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. That's it. Whew, that's all the measurements, okay? So I'm just going to move some of this to one side for a second, because at the minute we just need to focus on the base. Okay, so you do need your scoreboard, and like I said, you're going to take your back piece, well, your base of the card. I've just forgotten my bone folder, hang on, there we go. So you want to just score that on the long side, which is the 9-inch side, at 4 1/2 inches. And then the layering piece that's going to layer, let me have a look at these measurements. You need to score this at, let me just think. I think I might have written these down a bit wrong. Just one moment. No, I haven't. That's because there's that many measurements. So you want 4 3/8, 5 1/8, 5 7/8, 6. Just a minute. 5 7/8. 6 5/8, and 7 3/8. Just make sure, yeah, I must have written one measurement down wrong. So you've got 5 score lines, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah. So then you want to concertina these folds. Just make sure you can see. So the first one is going to be your first layer, and then you're just going to fold them like so, and then you can just burnish them all down. So that's the kind of shape you're going to have, and they're going to be your 2 panels. So then you want to just fold your card in half on your score line. There we go. And then just crease that with your bone folder, just so it's folded really nice. Then what we're going to do is take some wet glue and a layer with just your little border there on one side. Oops, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, a bit much. So just leaving a little border like that. Now I'm going to take my glue. And what Sam did was she glued all around here, but not going too close to that edge. So just leaving that edge free. And then what she did was just attached, leaving that small border. A bit tricky when you're doing it on camera. There we go. Okay, and then you can just burnish that on. And then what you want to do is bring in this next piece and just give that the same border. And then that's the base of your card done. So again, not coming too close to that edge. I think I'm going to make all my Christmas cards like this. I really, really did enjoy making it. It's such a lovely card. So then bringing that in, just giving yourself that same 1/8 of an inch border, and then you can just give that a bit of a burnish as well. So that's the basic part of your card. So then what we're going to do now is attach your 2 black panels to the edge. So here's the 2 panels, and you're sticking them to the top side to give yourself a nice border all the way around. Okay, so I'm putting the bottom one on first, and I'll show you why in a minute. So again, just creating yourself that nice border, and then you can just burnish that on. And then what you can do with the top one is you can just layer it over the bottom one, so you know it's even. So again, just down that one edge, and then layering it over the top of that other one, and then just burnish it down. Okay, and then just burnish it. So now you've got your 2 flaps. So then what we can do is take our layers and just decide where you want them. So I've already got that one at the front. I think I'm going to go for that. So just layer these up. I'll do one, and then what I'll do is I'll pause the video and come back with the others. So just having that nice border. Just a minute. Okay, and then you can just pop that on, burnish it down. So I'm going to come off camera and do the other ones, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. So I've done that. So now you've got your 4 panels attached. We're going to attach the front. I've already gone ahead and stuck the paper to the gold foil card, and we're just going to stick that on the top of the card. You can press that down, and then you could just open the card and just give it a burnish. So that's the front piece. Then we can attach, I'm going to attach these. In fact, I'm going to go ahead, yes, we'll attach these, and I'll attach the words, and then I'll come back. So I've attached the words, and then what we're going to do is just decide where you want that to be on the front, and then glue that. I'm not going to put this one up on dimensionals. I'm just going to leave it flat, just so you can see the difference. Okay, so just guessing where the middle is, and that will be fine there. So Crafty Hugs, and then I already did go ahead, I'm lucky to have a friend like you. So I'm just going to attach this one on. So I'll pop that one about there. And then you miss one so that you can see that nice DSP. And I'm going to use, it's an old Stampin' Up stamp. And I'm going to use Memento ink. Line that up. think it's the Daisy stamp set that I'm using. So this says thank you for your kindness. So we'll put that there, and then I've got the bee from the coordinating stamp set, and I'm just gonna pop that there. Okay, so looks like that. Thank you for your kindness, and we're gonna layer this onto the black piece of card and then stick that one in as well. And then we'll place that one on there. Like that. And then for the last one, I just cut a piece of card out, and this is going to have my message on, so I'm not going to stamp on this because the person I'm sending it to, I need all of that space. But you could choose another stamp from your set and stamp that on. So we're just going to attach that on there like that. Okay. And there we go. So that is the card. I think that's really pretty. I am gonna, now I've finished the card, where are they? I've got some glue dots somewhere. Oh, here they are, right under my nose. We're going to attach this lovely bee. So I've got that bee from the same range, and I'm going to place that there, and then I've got a flower as well from that same range. And these are quite sticky glue dots, and they're really big. So I'm just going to place that flower there. So that now is the front of the card finished. I think it's beautiful. I know this video has gone on a long time. I am sorry for that. We'll get the card envelope done, and then hopefully it won't run over 20 minutes. Do skip past this if you don't want to watch it. It's just, I've gone for a 4.5 by 7 envelope. Your paper's 9 1/4 by 9 1/4, and you need to pop your first mark at 3 3/4 of an inch. So all you're going to do is punch and then score, and then it's really easy after that. You just follow, keep your nozzle on that score line and just punch and score until you get back to the beginning again. And then you're just going to fold up all your edges. And decide which side you want the front to be. And then I'm just going to place some glue along the edge. And then you can fold that up again. Use your bone folder. And there also, at the other end of your envelope, is a corner rounder, so you can round off the flap of your envelope as well. And then hopefully, I'm not sure because of the dimension, but let's just turn it this way round, and yeah, it will go in. I've gone for a bigger sized envelope, just because I like it to be that bit more roomy in there. So it will fit in, and then it will fold over. Okay, so that's it. They are my cards and envelopes. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I will leave the link to Sam's video below in case you want that in centimetres. And I'll see you again next time. Bye!